Yo, this shit tastes like ass.
Welcome to Life is a Scam podcast. I am your host, Seyi 2 times. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. We have a great episode coming to you guys. I'd like to ask you guys again to like, comment, share, tell a friend, do all that good stuff that you guys are already doing. And we thank you guys, every single one of you, everyone who has liked, who has subscribed. We appreciate everything that y'all doing. We're going to give a quick shout out to a few black businesses who was out here doing their thing. First, shout out to Remedy Radio. Our boy Wale has been doing that for a while now. He's doing big things, he's doing well, so go ahead and support that. Also, shout out to SoFit Athletics. We out here trying to get people active and swole, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, SoFit Athletics. And then we usually have our black wine, well, the wine that we have, but we didn't tap into the chocolate wine today, but shout out to them too. All right, so we have an interesting topic today. It's going to get some people in trouble. But today's topic is called, Is Marriage a Scam? Doom, doom, doom. So, but before we get into the main topic, I have a room full of single brethren here. So, my guys, my fellas, I want you guys to tell the world, because they want to know. The ladies have been asking,
You keep looking this way.
why are y'all single with all these beautiful women in this world?
Man.
Why are y'all single? Why?
Why get tied down?
Honestly, I don't know why I'm single. I think it's by choice. Just single by choice. Yeah. Actually, it's by choice.
Why?
I just choose to be single.
Yeah, that's a,
No, you gotta tap. We want to know why.
Why?
Don't see women. That's why he's single right there, because he don't ask the question. Because I want to. Because I want to.
Tell us.
I don't want to be tied
Why?
down.
You don't want to be tied down?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay.
Does that matter?
Don't get too personal, bro. We're gonna
not the oldest.
So don't ask questions you ain't ready to answer. All right, chill. Okay, let's say. So I want to know. You're single because you don't want to be tied down.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Why don't you want to be tied down?
Okay, so like right now, at my point in life, like I'm not where I want to be.
Okay.
So until I get there, I just feel like I
You
need
wanna
to
be
get myself together.
like more
That's
women?
you gonna ask me all my questions?
Yeah. We digging today.
Success wise,
Amen.
just on me.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you have goals that you set
Yeah, I
for
have
yourself.
goals that
So
I
you
set
give
before.
somebody to complete you. You don't want them half of you.
Yeah, I want to be. Yeah, I mean, but I'll never be perfect. So that's not. It's just
You're not aiming for perfection.
Yeah, I'm not aiming for perfection.
That's my answer too.
Nah. Swing it this way, brother. Why you single?
Why you swinging at me?
You gonna go back and forth.
Why am I single?
Mm-hmm.
I would love that.
If I'm being honest, it takes a lot to commit to one person. Emotionally, mentally, physically. Like right now, when I wake up, I think about myself. Right? Did I eat? What am I doing today? But when you're in a relationship with someone, you have to really care for that person. And you have to be available. So I'm not fully there yet. It's a lot of beautiful women in the world too. So I'm still on this journey of mine. No, I'm just playing.
Journey. You were almost getting deep, and then you had to spin it back.
I get a little deep. I get a little,
Right.
So I'm living out my youth, my single life, and then I'm gonna be ready like in the next year. So
Alright.
tap in.
Alright, ladies, tap
Oh,
in.
man.
365 days, slide.
I'm trying to
And
take
his
the Christmas,
DMs, right.
Christmas picture. You got the Christmas outfit.
Right, the matching pajamas. I feel you. I
The
feel you.
sweaters and the socks.
Worldwide West.
Still familiar.
Why haven't you given Wesley Jr. a mom yet? Whoa, that's the dog, good dog.
You got a kid out there.
My bad.
Bro, you got a kid we didn't know about.
He has a dog, guys. It's a dog, not his son. We ain't talking about him
Yeah,
today.
not him, not him.
But I think I'm only 26, so as I grow.
He just let that be known. So, you know the age
What's
groups
your
that
age
slide
at?
out.
You got a drink bar for that. Go ahead.
Well, I'm only 26, so I just feel like there's a lot to life that I still have to experience and learn. But you know, there is a special person that I could definitely see myself marrying in the future. But yeah, I just feel like honestly, it's stuff that you learn on a day-to-day basis, on a year-to-year basis, on a week-to-week basis, whatever the case may be, of what you like and don't like. So things you may have liked when you were 23, you don't like now. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kay have conversations all the time where we go back and forth just about
Big booty bitch. No, so
yeah, that too. But no, just things.
So that's why you single.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big one.
Because of the big boot. No.
That right.
Oh, that.
Right. That and yeah, nobody wants me too. So
Nobody wants it.
Thanks.
Hey y'all,
Man.
I'm playing the world's smallest violin right now. You can't see it, but he thinks somebody wants him. So what you should do is go on his page and comment on his pictures.
I want you.
I'm shy.
comment on the podcast page too.
That would really get his
Yeah.
attention.
I want him.
Yeah. We gonna skip over to my boy Bari.
I'm single because I was tied down early. So
Okay.
I was in a 10-year commitment.
Wow.
And now it's like,
Life contract.
I'd rather give women
How many years we
that
got?
option to like tell them the truth up front. I'm not ready for commitment.
Right.
So I give them that option if they want to, still, interact or not. But I'm not trying to commit no time.
So you say you started early, because if you
I started early,
yeah,
so
if
I
it
didn't
was a
get
10-year relationship, and we ain't that old, so
right.
yeah,
And
you
I
started
don't want to go
really
into something else. And it's like I don't want to go into something else grieving over that.
over the past.
Not saying I'm not out of it, but it's still certain stuff you gotta. Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing. I'm not putting that on another woman
Okay.
for something she didn't do.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm gonna give somebody a fair trial, it's gonna be, 100% based on what she do, not what my past relationship did.
That's fair.
We get deep to that.
Are we skipping you or?
We're just gonna skip you.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our next topic. We're gonna start with this. So, is marriage a scam? I'm the only one married in the group, so I'm gonna speak with my chest.
Sucker.
But is marriage a scam? Is marriage a scam? I'm gonna say marriage is not a scam, but it depends. It depends on how you view it. So check this out. A lot of people romanticize marriage. So if you go into it with this romanticized idea, then yes, marriage is a scam. Right? Because you're gonna get into it. You're like, oh wait, shit, it's not gumdrops and rainbows. Yeah, but like if you go into marriage with the real mindset, like this, I'm with this person because I want to build with this person. We are gonna have our rough days, but we're gonna get through it. There's financial incentives to be married too. Like shit, they take off less of your taxes. You get more back when you file your income tax. It's stuff like that. When me and my wife are trying to buy a house, we putting 2 names down opposed to 1 name down. So, is it a scam? It can be a scam if you go into it looking at it from a particular light, but if you go into it looking from a different light, it's not a scam. Okay. Now, that was married Shay.
Yeah.
That was married Shay.
Okay, now we talking, man. I'm like, what is he talking about? Now we talking.
Alright.
Talk to.
Now, let's just say I've been previewed to some marriages when it's just like, dang, that's a little rough. But for them, their marriage is a scam, but our marriage ain't a scam. We gonna take it this way.
Nah, man. Let me think. I gotta think about this.
Everybody want to get a crack at it, or y'all want to let it marinate?
What I say don't make sense. It is what it is.
We like that.
Is it a scam? That's that's a two-way. That's just like is religion a scam? Depending on how you believe in it. You're gonna go spiritual. You're gonna go,
Scientific.
Or you gonna go with how many religions is out there?
It's like it's how you look at it. Like you say, some woman, some man go into stuff for fairy tale ending.
Right.
You know, you forget about, are you actually being a good woman, a good girlfriend, a good, like, you just want to have a ring on your hand and say, I'm a wife.
Right. And a lot of people
like, you can be a supervisor, but you can work way more shittier than the guy. I ain't got to do the shit. I got it already. What I got to work for, I got it.
And that's how a lot of...
So, as a man, I'm like, you know, I'm a husband. I better have a cooked meal. I better have, are you satisfying this woman to deserve that cooked meal? Or you think you deserve it because you're the husband?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't even touch on it. So, like, marriage is definitely layered, right? You get in stuff, you give out stuff, right? But, like, what you expect with, like, oh, a cooked meal, or is he gonna pay all my bills, or this and that, I feel like that's not really scary. What y'all laughing at? Did I miss something? He playing footsie.
We grown as hell.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all don't see how. But anyway,
silly.
what
We
I
got
was
silly
saying.
people.
That's
Yeah,
what I was saying. Like over there tickling toes. If you go into the marriage with the right mindset, with the right person, then it can be like the greatest thing in the world.
Even still, if you go into it with the right person, you still have to
work on it every single day.
Get all the stitches out of it, because it's certain stuff that you have to learn. You never stop learning.
You never stop learning. And you have to be intentional. That's something that me and Jad talk about a lot. It's like you have to, if you don't want your marriage to be a scam, you have to go into this marriage like, yo, I want to make you happy every single day. And it got to be from both sides. And it's hard to get that type of commitment, right? Because, like, I mean, I'm happy that I have that commitment, but I see people who, like, they not intentional. They're not trying, like you said, you have to wake up every single day and be like, how do I make this person happy, right? So if you're not waking up every day like, how am I going to make my spouse happy? Then hell yeah, life is going to, I know marriage is going to be a damn scam because it's not happy.
Especially the person thinking about you.
But that same token is like, you have some people that wake up and say, today I'm going to make her happy.
Right.
You have some people that wake up and say, today, what am I going to receive before I do this? Are you doing what you do to receive, or are you doing what you do to make her happy?
True.
If you genuinely trying to make somebody happy,
you're going
to focus on what you get. If I focus on you, you focus on me. We giving each other something without worrying about what you're doing for me.
Facts. Dropping gems. Dropping gems today, G. I like it.
Damn it, y'all want to take a sip on that?
Cheers. Cheers on that. I'm being intentional, G. Be intentional.
We're talking.
Now I agree with Bari though. It's just about like, just like he said with the religious stuff. Like you gotta go in there knowing that this is what you believe and you stick by. So like that's the only way it's not a scam. But like I know some people that. Well, I don't know nobody, but some people you can tell like they. I
don't know nobody. Ooh, check this out. I ain't gonna put nobody on the table.
I think I just believe like some people just get married just to say they're married.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like,
ooh, it's this one girl. I'm gonna call some people out. I ain't making no eye contact. I'm gonna look directly at the camera for this.
Like they get married just.
It's this one girl that I know. I used to work with her.
Oh man, she know who you is.
Let's go. I just want to be.
Oh man, nah. Continue.
With her marriage is a scam because she was in somebody else's DMs. Not even DMs. They had a whole relationship, and she was like, she had a relationship with this dude outside of her marriage, right? But at the end, and she was trying to like, she was telling this dude like, I'll leave my husband for you if you decide to take me seriously.
Yeah,
it's like
that's tough.
That's like,
scam.
Why did you get in the relationship to begin with? And they had only been married for less than a year or two. It's like if you're that fresh in the marriage, like why did you get into it, G? Why did you get into it? Transactional, right? I guess what? Yeah, comfortable. True. So how about that? Would y'all marry somebody for comfort only?
Nah, I can't. Like if that's the case, I'd have been married. I would never. I ain't gonna lie. I would never like. I don't think I would settle, bro.
So
I'm cool with being single.
So Oprah money, and she's like, I'm gonna take care of you.
What the hell? I just
I'll be
taking.
That's Jeff.
Call me Steph.
That's Jeff.
That's a different type of.
That's different.
That's a different type of.
That's a different type of comfort.
Comfort.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That's-
god.
Do about 5 years.
You can goddamn
5-year bid.
it. Like you can technically own the word comfort if you
I'll blow it
comfort.
back out. For sure.
You said you blow her back up?
How much she worth?
Nightly. Right.
Ideally though, like, are you gonna find it over like that?
No, if we like literally.
Oh,
we
like,
said
you
it's
said,
literally
yeah.
open.
No, it's hypothetical, of course. It's hypothetical, but
Oh yeah. I mean, we speaking hypothetically,
Right.
But realistic,
it's hard to find one of those.
Yeah, it's hard
It's-
because Oprah money different.
True.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
But let's get
I
back
think
to the
to
original
myself, like,
question though, like about marriage being a scam. Do you think marriage is a scam? If so, why or why not?
I do think it's a scam in the sense of because I feel every marriage should be unique, right? There should be no certain guidelines, set of rules that
That's
every marriage
facts.
should follow. So like what Bari spoke on earlier, like, are you waking up every day
Thinking.
actively trying to, you know what I'm saying, better your relationship and better her and her trying to better him? Like it's the small things in which every relationship is different. So I feel like currently how it is, like especially we're all African for the most part, or come from like a background similar to that where it's just like, okay, as soon as you're done with school, marriage, right? So it's like as soon as I graduated, instantly, like I didn't have a girlfriend, nothing, but my mom was like, all right, when's the marriage? I'm looking around, I'm having a girlfriend,
man.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
gotta
that's
meet a
really-
girl to
Got this part.
Yeah, but the way like it's been embedded, unfortunately, with a lot of people and a lot of cultures too, not just Africans.
Yeah.
I know like the Middle Eastern, like the Indian people is like
Yeah.
that as well.
A lot
too.
of arranged marriages in
Right.
that culture too.
Yeah, so I think it's just like when you look at it just black and white, yeah, it's a scam. But if you make it your own, like are you and Jazz are doing, or other people do,
that's
then I don't think it's a scam. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's a
what I'm
beautiful
saying.
thing at that point.
Like, so it's like both ways. It's like, cause society makes it feel like you have to be married at this certain age. So a lot of people are like, you know what, I want to do it. Let's do it. It's like, yo, like chill. Like,
And even
you're
like-
messing yourself up.
I
So
think
it
I think
becomes-
social media messes.
Yeah, that's
people
what I'm
up.
saying.
That's
So
what social media
it's
is,
like
yeah.
it makes marriage nowadays, even relationship nowadays is a scam. Like, you're with this person now, the next.
And they expect all this. They expect you to do this on the first date. They expect you this on the second date. Why ain't you? They see something on Twitter like, oh, why ain't you?
why ain't you doing that? It's like,
why ain't
no,
you
like,
ask me to be a
live your
girlfriend
own
with
life,
taking
you know
me
what I'm
somewhere?
saying?
I think that was
Yeah.
before social media too, though. I think social media is definitely amplified it.
Oh,
It's definitely
definitely
before,
enhanced
like,
it, yeah.
because I mean, you hear the stories of like grandmas and stuff, and they say, "Oh, marry somebody like this," or whatever the case may be,
True.
where it's just like set in stone of what you got to do, and
Right.
every relationship is different. Like, yeah, he may have bought her, you know what I'm saying, a new Lamborghini or whatever, but he probably beats her, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors.
Or maybe
You know
he
what I'm saying?
cheats. If he don't
Or he
beat,
cheats.
or maybe he's just
But
mean.
she cool.
Maybe he doesn't beat. Maybe he doesn't cheat. Maybe he's just an asshole. She gotta deal with that every single day.
Okay, so
Exactly.
look, before I can go, I got a question, and it's the root of the marriage.
Mhm.
What does for better or for worse mean?
So for better or for
I mean, I know what
worse,
it means,
right?
but
It's
what are you tolerating in that?
I ain't tolerating much.
Bro,
So it's
So let me tell you what I mean by much. Like
I'm not saying that.
if my let's say I'm not a woman, so it's hard. Like I think the lines are different for men and for women, right? Women are okay with certain things, and men are okay with certain things, right? For me, if I was getting, let's say if my wife was abusive, that's not like the end all be all for me.
Right.
But but for a woman, if her husband was
It should be-
abusive,
it should be.
I feel like that should be end all be all. Like I don't think you should stay in that relationship because he could really hurt you, you know. So I feel like for better or for worse is different for everyone, right? For some people, I know people who's okay with cheating. Some people like,
But
hey,
that's
if you
the
cheat,
thing.
cheat.
So it's
Yeah.
like that's when I bought into comparing it to religion. People stretch religion. I know I had a kid out of wedlock, but you know,
yeah.
you know, I know I curse, but you know, it's like
Life's
you be a
scam.
hypocrite, pretty much. Like because if you going by Christian rules, or I don't say rules, but shouldn't swear. You know, it's certain stuff you can't do dealing with religion. So if we can kind of break that down, but say, okay, I'm gonna still do right by God because I'm spiritual.
Right.
If you're married, it's like, man, I may not do everything I'm supposed to do, but I'm gonna do right by you
Right.
for what I think is right.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like what you think is right ain't
It's
really.
not.
And I think that's
If you-
pretty much that's
right.
Wes's point too. Is like what you think is right for one relationship is different than what you think is right for another
the
relationship.
next one, right?
Yeah. So like, some people feel like women have to cook every single day. If your wife ain't cooking, she's not a real wife. Like no.
Who made the rules?
Akin was like, exactly.
Picking
I mean, that's what I'm trying
myself.
to say. Nah,
To be honest though, for me, I would say a lot of people, a lot of people go into marriage because they feel rushed, like because you're so quick to push all your chips to the table, and like I said, for better or worse, you can lose it all, or you can get a lot. But a lot of people are not ready for the consequences because their mindset is, oh, marriage is this, marriage is that.
Not
And
knowing what you gotta do.
a lot of people feel like they have to propose, get married,
But
to lock them down.
I have a question
Go ahead.
for you, E.
Okay.
Because you just said the reason you're not married because you feel like you want to be at a certain place before you get married.
Right.
So now, aren't you almost putting yourself in the same bucket that we're talking about right now? With like you expect marriage to be this, but you don't want to do that until you're there. But if you meet the right person right now and y'all make each other better, y'all can build and get there together.
Wait, what you was gonna say?
No, go ahead. That's what it is.
It's not saying he's not happy with himself, but one thing about a relationship is if you ain't 100% content or happy with yourself,
Right, how am I
you gonna affect her.
Right.
If she's not happy with herself,
You
she
can
will affect
internalize a lot of
you,
things,
because
and
the moment something not going right, deep down inside, if I'm unhappy, I might blame her.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't cooking her the whole time. It's my job ain't there.
Right.
Whole time, my mama don't love me the way but I'm blaming you because the house won't clean.
Yeah.
It's just certain stuff that you gotta be happy with yourself before you can get somebody else.
Right, and I mean, honestly, I'll be honest, the only thing I'm just lacking is being lazy. I know that I'm not ready to put in that work. So I know once I'm like, okay, let me
Stop being lazy.
Yeah, stop being lazy for real. So I mean, so that's it. It's just like I'm being lazy. I'm not trying to really put my 100 to somebody. I know that for a fact. So there's no point of me even getting into a relationship or trying to be with somebody.
That's fair.
But like once I feel okay, I'm confident enough. Like okay, I know I could do this. Like I know I can't do that right now. Like I can't wake up and be like, oh, I want to make you happy every single day. Not right now. I know that for a fact. Because I'm thinking about myself like you are.
Like, you gotta play 2K.
I just look, hey look, I just want to take care of myself right now. I'll be honest. But like once I get to that level, then I know like okay, it's time to, you know what I'm saying, then maybe I'll, approach it better like that.
Okay.
And then a lot of mistakes people make, they feel like I have to marry him or her to lock them down. To like, oh, she's got to be forever.
That was settled.
That's the biggest mistake you can ever make because nothing.
Can you explain? I don't follow.
Like, let's say, oh, I'm dating a girl that's pretty. She's gorgeous. She's making 6 figures or whatever.
I gotta say what she meant.
Right.
I mean,
He like what? He always
I'm always about income,
You're right. He looking for a sugar mama, but
So some guys feel like, oh man, I gotta lock her down. I gotta secure her, go buy the ring, go down. Nothing in this life is ever secured. Everything in life is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. People, money, nothing lasts forever.
okay.
So when you go into that mindset that if I get married to this person, I'm locking them down, that's strike one. And a lot of people make that mistake. They go into the marriage thinking, okay,
Like if you get married to them,
I'm locking them down forever.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Okay.
That's the perception they get.
Okay.
Because I'm proposing, I'm getting married to them, I'm locking them down.
It's
But
like
you're not locking anything down. Nothing can be locked down. You
Because
can't lock
nothing's guaranteed.
Nothing's guaranteed.
it's
in
like
life,
him breaking it down, going in depth in a relationship as a man. Before I marry you, I'm getting you flowers. I'm taking you on dates once a week. I'm just doing a whole bunch of extra shit.
Once a week.
But when I marry you, I'm not doing it
Right.
because I feel like
I like you.
I like you
down. That's going to devil. Like you got to keep them actions up. Cause it ain't the marriage that's keeping us together. It's what we doing for each other.
Y'all sound like some really well put together men right now. I feel like I don't know y'all.
And then a
Deep
lot
down
of things.
inside.
Nah, for real.
Ain't
That's it. Like,
One thing I tell, like I have some people come to me, like some, a few, for relationship advice.
Okay.
Cause I've been through it all.
They went to
My mates that know me, they know I've been through it all.
Okay. Mr.
So-
Professionals, speak to us. Preach out.
My thing is, you cannot exhaust yourself in a relationship. Like, I know you're carrying, you can be the loveliest guy, you got the money, you got the time, you got everything. You cannot exhaust yourself in a relationship, especially if you like that person, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Right.
If you if you propose to her in a helicopter ride, what are you gonna do for your anniversary? You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot put so much energy into it because she's going to keep expecting that same energy. Gradually.
I know what you're saying. I know what he's saying.
You don't exhaust
You might
yourself.
want to reword it differently.
Right.
You don't have to keep going above what you did last time.
Keep it real.
Yeah,
He said don't do too much, like you overdoing yourself, what you can't really handle. Because if you're doing the helicopter, what the fuck we on the next?
Okay, no,
You're on a jet.
He right though. He right. Let me tell you why he right. So,
I like what the coffee.
Jasmine, when we were dating, she wasn't my fiance, we weren't married. Sweetest Day came around, right? So Sweetest Day, she planned a scavenger hunt for me. She gave me a card. She was like, I had to solve the riddle. And I had to travel around.
You're like, I'm liking
I had to
this.
travel
That's
around.
my life. That's what sealed the deal.
It was a blast. Like we went to the mall, we bought each other outfits. We went to go get some steak. Went to steakhouse. It was a good ass time. Sweetest Day came around when they was married.
You didn't get the butt part, you know what I'm saying?
And she did something for me. She did. But it wasn't as grand as what she did last time. So I was a little stoned. I was all day. I was waiting.
With a riddle.
I was like, she got home. She was like, yeah, I cooked for you. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, is the riddle in the food?
I cracked the steak in half.
Like, what?
But the thing with that
riddle. So you right. I feel it though.
in a while, but like, come on, nobody.
I know a girl, she like, don't introduce me to something you can't sustain.
Exactly.
Like, this one girl was telling me, like, she was out with her friends and some dude just hit her up. It was like, oh, I pay for all y'all meals and all that. Like, he doing real, like, big boy type shit. And when they was together, he's saying other stuff. Nah, you gotta keep that same energy. Like, you putting this bill, you supposed to be. I didn't ask you to pay for
the
this.
first time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you your girl.
Every single time, though. It ain't like every time I go with my girl, she gotta do this. It could be like,
So that means she gotta be able to sustain. Okay.
Both of y'all.
Both of y'all.
Don't introduce somebody to a vibe. They say it's like, oh, it's
okay,
fun.
but I'm saying though,
a
like,
vibe you can't keep, Jay.
But that was like, okay, let's say you meet your lady or whatever, and y'all go out, and you do it one time, but you're not consistently doing it.
Right.
Exactly.
So and understanding it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't
I'm not saying the first time I ate,
first date,
steakhouse,
second
date, we do it again.
I feel like
I'm saying like I take you out on a nice date.
Yeah.
Just like I'm pretty sure she ain't put you on a fucking rocket ship y'all first date. So I'm saying, so like she did it, you know what I'm saying? Now doesn't mean she's gonna do it again.
Exactly. If she do it, she can do it in different ways.
She cooked yesterday, so today she got me something in this food. Gee, what you doing?
What you mean cook? But
it's still a nice gesture. So
exactly.
So
I think that's what it is. I feel like you have to be able to pull back.
That day
And exactly. You have to be able to understand that every single time you do something, it ain't gonna be
I'm not
super.
look, you pull up in that G-Wagon every single day.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
You pull up in the G-Wagon.
Hey, you know what? Nah, let me not say you crazy. Because Rick Ross and them doing it. So,
no, but look.
But like,
you scoop me in a G-Wagon, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Look, you can scoop me in a G-Wagon. And next time you in town and you scoop me in a
Hyundai?
I'm like, what you doing, bro?
I feel like you gotta go beyond your means.
You gotta sustain it.
I think special occasions.
If it's your birthday, I'll bet you
have to be beyond, but you know, do a little.
And
But you talking about
special. You're right. Special. They
gotta be thinking about it like,
We
man,
talking
I
about
don't.
one thing. This is very important. I gotta say this because this is my philosophy, my concept. I have to live with you for at least 6 to 1 year. 6 months. 6 months to 1 year before I can marry.
All right, how about that? What's your timeline?
I'm sorry.
Okay. So that's a good point.
I have to know what you
And then we say why.
So his question is, what he's saying is, before he gets married to someone, he has to live with them for 6 months to a year, just so he can see what they're like.
Yeah.
And that's surprising because in the Nigerian community, they call that shacking. It's frowned upon. It's like you ain't supposed to live with someone until you're married, right?
That's everywhere.
That's everywhere. Okay, yeah. So what about y'all? What do y'all take? Like,
And what's your
y'all
time?
have to.
We gotta live together, and we gotta. I'm sorry, but we gotta live together, and we gotta have a kid.
You gotta have a kid before you marry him.
This is why.
So time out.
You talk about from
See,
this
y'all got
perspective right now.
I got a daughter.
Okay, we ain't got kids, right? Okay,
No.
Me and my co-parenting partner, we perfect. So anyway, this is nothing to do with her. But what I will say is your upbringing, I'm telling my daughter, no, you can't do this, but our mom was saying, yes, you can. Eventually, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, why is this lady telling her she, like,
right.
you gotta, I feel like it starts, you want to run into all dead ends before you get married.
True. But that's why I'm trying to have this conversation. Why don't you just talk about it?
You can't talk about, you can't talk about what you would do. You can tell Jazz, congratulations, by the way. You can tell her, for my boy, I'ma always want to do this and do that. Or for my girl, I want to always do this and do that. What you gonna do? Is you standing by that?
Yeah.
You know, everything is different when you get it when it's happening.
Yeah.
But you can't speak on.
I think it's
interesting. Yeah, I think it's
extreme. What if you have a kid with the wrong one?
Right, what if you don't like it no more?
So now we got to break up, co-parent, and get a divorce.
But you can co-parent with a dog. And that's why I have a dog.
That child part, bro. That child, I'm bringing it, bro.
So watch this. When you got people that already stay in relationship because of a kid.
Right.
Now I'm finna stay with you because of a kid, and we married.
Yeah.
It's a double whammy. Like,
so
what?
Time out.
I'm not about to break up now. I got a kid with you, and we married. I'm not breaking up.
But you don't marry her, even if you had a kid with the person, you still with them. You still got to deal with them forever, basically.
Right, but if you're married, now you got to deal with spousal support, child support. It's a lot of. It's like what I'm saying is, you want to work out as many kinks as you can.
That's different.
You don't have to have a baby, but me personally, I want to work out as many kinks. Like, I want to know if you.
But that's your mindset right now because you have a kid.
No.
That was your mindset before.
I'm not marrying no woman and then having a baby.
So that's interesting though. That's a different perspective.
That's a good view. Hey, somebody
might not.
If you like
this thing, I'm a mama's boy. If you're an overprotective mom, and I have a woman with this new girl I talk to, and she say, "Nah, I don't want her my house like that."
Yo, what you talking about?
Okay, no, but
my daughter gotta be able to go. My son
that's
gotta be able to
interesting though. That's interesting though. So I want y'all to comment, and I want y'all to actually give us some feedback. Do y'all agree with that? Have y'all ever heard that before? This is my first time hearing somebody say some wild.
And I wouldn't be mad if y'all disagree because it's naturally right to have a kid after marriage.
So you ain't pulling out, doing it.
So I kind of agree with what Bari is saying because like my parents, they kind of bump heads sometimes when it comes to like decisions with the family, right? So like when I first moved back from college, right, my father is very, very strict. So like he trying to put a curfew on me on like 10:30 p.m. That's when we popping out, right? So my mom be like, bro, he was just in college for a whole year where you didn't have control over his curfew.
Yeah.
Let the boy go out. You the one spoiling the kids. Saying all that. Or like my dad used to beat us and shit, and my mom wasn't really with that. So I kind of agree. It's just gonna be certain things that you're disagreeing with,
right?
And depending on what it is, you know.
Peep this though. Peep this. This is why I think it's not. Why I think
I'm
it's
just saying from that, yeah.
Right, because you ain't gonna find that out until
if
you're in
not
college. No, not until college. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, from his part, if you don't have a kid, right, you don't run into it. You just don't bump. You don't rock with the girl, and that's it. But you have a kid, you tie with that forever. Because now, if you don't get the custody, and the custody is with that woman,
right? So
over with for certain things.
If you already date her, right? Let's say you date her, y'all live together, y'all have kids together, and you're like, damn, I don't even like Shorty. We got different views on everything.
That's still gonna be.
Now what?
You can truly be happy with yourself and separate. Whether you're being married, you feel like you obligated to stay because for better or for worse.
We're talking about your seed though. Your seed is still with her.
Exactly. Like
your seed still gotta go through that.
Your child has to deal with her regardless.
No, if you don't have a seed and it's just you and a girl, you don't have a seed in the picture.
No. So no, I'm not saying I'm about to purposely have a baby because she's married.
Right.
What I'm saying is,
if you like her enough and you see yourself marrying her, the next step is to have a kid.
Yeah, I'm not saying, you know what? Let's have a baby first. No, I didn't mean that. What I'm saying is like it's just certain stuff. Because if I see myself being with you long term, we most likely probably talking about that. We probably already having all sex. We probably doing all that shit. Before we got married.
You be telling me like I'm put a baby.
That's
Bari talk.
But if I've never said that. But if you're not on birth control, you're not using condoms. What else are you doing?
Getting pregnant.
But you're hoping at that point. You're rolling the dice.
Wait, have any of y'all ever said that before? There's a
What?
lot of niggas that say that. I'm gonna put baby in you. Have you ever
No,
said
sir.
Wow.
No, sir.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I have a child enough. Never stop. I always said then.
Hey, just that thought
Yo,
dropping the
wild.
you know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Put a plan B.
We're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up soon. So for me, before I get married, I would like to live with my spouse for at least like 3 months.
3 months?
At least 3 months. Cause I'm a little OCD, so just certain things that like I gotta deal with for the rest of my life. Yeah, cause like, certain people like, what if she uses toothpaste and don't put the cap on?
Like what if she? What if you
doing?
come home and she washing her panties in the kitchen?
You always say that. So
Like this happened before.
It's not the first time he said that
before.
Yeah, like he always saying that.
Like-
home and shorty was
Like she doing the laundry while cooking.
So,
in the same spot.
like, wait,
Is she doing it? Is she doing it?
goddamn.
at least it's washed.
At least she doing
At least
it.
it's washed.
Nah, that's,
No, but
that's
E, what you
crazy.
think? What you think? You gotta
Me,
live with somebody?
do I gotta live with somebody before I marry them? Oh,
Mhm.
of course, yes. Because I mean, even leading up to that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the time frame?
time frame, I gotta be with you.
Yeah, how long you want to live with them?
Yeah.
Oh, live with them?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say a year is
Oh,
a year.
damn. So like a month ain't good enough?
That's not.
A month?
3 months ain't no way.
A month? Bro, a
If
month
she
is
don't finesse me for 3 months,
it's just like a relationship, bro.
She will.
You know,
Yeah,
for the
like,
first
she
couple of months,
she can.
it's a honeymoon stage.
No, but people finesse
So-
people like that all the time. So
Yeah.
even if you live with her for a year,
You can put it up with it for a
No, you
year.
can. It depends on what. You can't. Depends on what it is.
I
In
mean,
my opinion. But like it's the
Okay.
same thing for me. If you do 3 months, we gotta fight. You do it, yeah, we really gotta fight because you really lied to me.
Okay,
No, I'm saying, but I don't think nobody can hold up. with
This
It
is
depends
so
it depends on what it is.
Check this
People
out. Check
change
this out.
their
Check this out. Let me
habits.
tell y'all this. Let me
It
tell y'all this.
depends.
Number one,
But
when a woman goes from girlfriend to fiance, there's a change in their behavior. When a girl goes from fiance to wife, there's a change in their behavior. So it doesn't matter how long they're living with you. They're still gonna be
no,
a
I'm saying, but
change
so you
in their behavior.
Oh, okay, I see what you said.
Right? So that's number one.
But
Number two, so it was funny. It was weird. So like for me, COVID happened. So like me and my girl was like, oh, let's quarantine for 2 weeks together, because that's what it was supposed to be. Remember, it was supposed to be for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And then they ended up right. And then
So
we
it's
2 years
later.
outside. We still quarantined.
Later.
So we lived together on accident because we ain't planning on living together, but she's supposed to stay for 2 weeks, and then
She saw this very
and then we got married.
Look,
Right? Yeah.
30 seconds, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't agree with what you said about, fiance, she changed, wife changed. Your way of conducting a household is who you should be, period. I don't want to hear, I wasn't married, that's why I want
Right.
to
I want
But that's what I said. They be finessing.
Like, your habits in the household should be natural. Like, I can't go to sleep with dirty dishes. I'm not going to not do this because I'm not the hood.
Especially like
You're natural.
You can't go to sleep with dirty dishes.
No, I gotta clean my dishes.
Damn, bro.
Only because when I get up and make breakfast,
Roommate, bro.
the only reason I say that is because when I get up and make breakfast, if I'm not gonna clean dishes, then cook, then clean dishes again.
Yeah.
Not gonna do all that. I just won't eat today.
No, that's
I just have a lot
Like-
of dishes where I could go.
So like damn. So you wash the dishes before going to bed, and you wake up to make breakfast?
You're a good man. Hey, man.
Is this man real?
It sound like you getting a good package with him.
Take him off the streets. Somebody can take this man off the streets. No, but so
Wait,
somebody.
do you put it
A
in the
lot
dishwasher?
of.
I don't have a dishwasher. I
Wash-
wash
so you
dishes.
wash-
Bleach, hot water, dishes.
I had a few people tell me this before I became engaged, and then before I got married. Yeah, they were like, and it's not like they transform into a different person. Nah, but it could be just subtle shit.
Yeah,
like
facts.
Yeah, because it's once you married, for realistic, once you married, it's like your intentions is we in this forever. So like
Things are
you gonna have to deal with me.
Same thing I said. People keep saying marriage is hard, and I was like,
It's not hard. It's relationship.
But I be like, how is it hard? Like, what just changed?
No,
you
it's
gotta
just
be
like
intentional.
you like
Different
you
stuff,
have
yeah.
the intentions
Yeah, you
of
gotta be
I want to
intentional.
make this person happy every
Yep.
day. It's gonna make you change your behavior into corresponding with each other.
Think about this.
So,
So
like,
two things. Two
huh?
things. Before, y'all listen. No, today was honestly, I think it was a really good episode. It was really good. Everybody, said some very intelligent. Everyone had some very intelligent thoughts. Everyone said some really meaningful things. But I just want to summarize real quick, right? I'm not gonna add anything. I just want to say, topic of discussion is marriage a scam? The topic of our podcast is called Life is a Scam. So shit, we think life is a scam and marriage is part of life, right? And I think it's all about setting expectations, right? If you go into it with the right expectation, then it can be the best thing that ever happened to you. But if you go into it with the wrong expectations, then you wake up and it's like, damn, I'm stuck. And you're like, damn, this shit really is a scam. We not really married here. We're not giving our marriage advice. We just,
Disclaimer.
Exactly. We just talk about relationships in general. We're just young men who are looking to be married one day, maybe, and then we just trying to give them a little take on it.
Could you imagine people listening? Bari washes dishes every night.
Right, exactly. Right.
Disclaimer.
You guys household topic.
Just a little
Put your bitch on the fridge.
Right, exactly. Exactly. No, but definitely want to thank everyone. Want to thank everyone for tuning in. Y'all are amazing. Please like, comment, subscribe, and give us feedback. I feel like this is real interesting. Do y'all think marriage is a scam? Do y'all think relationships is a scam? And do y'all think shacking up is okay? Because these people trying to shack up. My mama told me not to shack up. Even though I did it, but
she
still.
gotta
Even
know.
though I did it,
Mama
I
ain't gotta
shacked up
know.
and had a baby.
Mama ain't gotta know, man.
Right. But once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's cheers one time. If you got something in your drink, y'all ain't got nothing to drink. Just us three. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Now put my cup.
I'll wait for you.
I'm a cheers to everything.
Time. Life is a Scam. We out.